The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
White 80. 77. Check three.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And James has it. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down.
Partner.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Like 80.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Left.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Let's go. Jack 16.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out, and that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Football switches hands back to Pittsburgh. And speaking of the Steelers, that loss last week to Oakland did them no favors. A very surprising defeat. But they had a chance, if they had won that game, to put a little separation between them and Baltimore.
And we all expected that going in, didn't we? They were favored going to Oakland to win against a Raiders team that had won 2 games prior to that one. You knew Baltimore was going to have a struggle in Kansas City. We probably thought that they would lose, and they did in overtime. That would give them a much better cushion, but they didn't play that well. Roethlisberger hurt, came back late. James Conner doesn't play with the ankle injury. They've got to get right, though, because they've got the New England Patriots coming to town.
And then after New England, they go to New Orleans before finishing back home with Cincinnati.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 32 that time. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Focus, focus. Jack 16.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. There he goes inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, it's Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The 8-5 Dallas Cowboys return their offense to the field here, and they won last week to get to 8-5 over Philly. In that game, they had 576 yards of total offense, so you would think maybe some more points because that's the most yards of offense they've had since 1978.
It is absolutely amazing because you think with that much offense, you're scoring in the 40s.
Yeah.
But instead, it was a defensive battle, found a way to win in overtime. And how about the Amari Cooper trade? Now, let me just say, on the record, I didn't think giving up a 1 was a good move for Dallas. The way it's paying off, it's an excellent move for Dallas. 10 catches, 217 yards, 3 touchdowns, including the game winner off a deflected ball in overtime. He has been sensational.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Here we go. 44. Hey!
First carry for James Conner. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Eight. King. These 2. 8. Jack 16.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. A little juke. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. 49. Done. Here we go, 47. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. All right, partner, let's peek ahead to Week 15 while we have a second here. It starts out with a good one on Thursday night. How about the Chargers and the Chiefs, a battle in the AFC West?
Yeah, it could very well decide the division, and that's a huge, huge ball game. And who saw that coming when the season began, that this would decide the whole deal? How about our first Saturday games of the year? Texans, Jets, Browns, Broncos, and those are going to feature the young quarterbacks. Sam Darnold with the Jets.
He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
8.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. Set. 230. Snickers, you got to spin.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Here we go.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
This one complete, right side to McDonald. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Jack 16. 4 down.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Jack 16. 4 down.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Elliott, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
There you go. 4 and 8.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Coming now. There we go. 4 and 8. There we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
There we go. 4 and 8.
Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Roethlisberger will throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major,
Give it to me.
First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize money.
Not so bad, huh?
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you do the honors for the second straight year.
Michael Skimbo, second straight year. The man walks away with the money and the championship belt. He beat Justin Lowman Brown 28-21 in the final. I think the world was looking forward to this.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 82 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Prescott looks to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. But before the game, you and I were looking at some of the highlights from last week, and one of the top plays was certainly that 99-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry.
Not only was it a top play, it's going to be memorable, and again, not just for 99 yards, which is enough of a reason to remember it, but it's the way he got it done. I mean, how about him knocking over people, stiff-arming people? I mean, it was an incredible, strong run. Tony Dorsett, who actually held the record before Derrick Henry, he hit him up on social media, gave him a little dap, a little congratulations. What a play.
Yeah, those are the only 2 guys to have a 99-yard touchdown run. Incidentally, both of them Heisman Trophy winners as well.
And a friend of ours on social media, he sent out a post that said, and with that run, Derrick Henry locks up his 2nd Heisman Trophy.
Prescott on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for two. Prescott from the gun. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A give to Bell. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Middle.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
77.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Middle.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Connor. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Beat these two. Check 48 to the right. Check 48 to the right.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Block 80! Switch! He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill!
Now Bell shrugs him off, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
These two.
They'll give it to him up the middle. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Big Ben going to take it himself. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger taking it in. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Keep these two. Monday. Jack 16.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. This is Bell on the dump-off. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They'll call it a convincing win here in this one, and we had some interesting plays throughout. Maybe one of the most interesting, ending the game on an onside kick. They actually recovered it, but it didn't really matter.
No, you're exactly right, and maybe they just wanted to work on something, right? Even though it wouldn't have affected the final score, you work on it, you get it, you feel good about that. But I remember I had a coach who said, I don't waste those onside kicks. You don't get many of them anyway. Let's not use it when we don't need to.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from high.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Everybody, wide in. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide in. What do you think? What do you think? Everybody, wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Let's go. What do you think? What do you think? Everybody, wide in. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? Here we go. Wide in. What do you think? What do you think? 26. Here we go. 180. 26. Here we go. 180. Here we go. 180.
This is your last opportunity. Let's go for gold.
26.
All right, gentlemen, you must have had your oats this morning because today was a great practice. The coaching staff, we can't ask for much more. If you guys consistently do that, we're going to win a lot of ball games.